Some retarded terrorist is going to be inspired by Citizen Vigilante, and Elon Musk is not going to bail them out of jail. The two Mexican catboy Nazis who tried to shoot up the San Diego mosque should have been enough of an alarm. The war on Islam is a war on humanity. No, Islam is a war on humanity. Why are they doing this? Allah. What is this? Jihad. What are you? Muslim. So you are doing this because I am a Muslim who follows Allah and this is my righteous jihad. Okay. Now find me one statement from Mexican cartels who say that they're dealing drugs in the name of Catholicism. There's a movie out there right now that we covered, I believe, was it this week or last week?
Last week.
It was #1, I believe, on Amazon. It's been going straight to the top. And now there's Backlash, Citizen Vigilante, right? That's up there, #1 on Amazon's charts. It also, by the way, was on X. Elon posted the full movie for 48 hours.
Which is awesome.
And for those of you who haven't seen it, like I said, objectively, it's not a well-done film. But the message is bold, and the message resonates with people. It's a man who goes out and basically starts righting the wrongs, delivering justice to migrants who are committing crimes, raping, killing, the people Europeans are tired of as their representation turns a blind eye. And
not just migrants, too, by the way. There's parts of the movie where we assume the people who he's dealing justice to are whatever country it is, French citizens or whatever.
Yep.
It was Germany or France, something like that.
Well, it is back in the 70s where you had Death Wish, you had Dirty Harry. It was a crime wave problem. Now, those involved in said crime wave, especially in Europe, are largely migrants, largely recent migrants. So you just combine the backlash that you saw in late 60s, early 70s in the vigilante genre, the anti-hero genre, and then you add reality. People going, yeah, we're soft on crime, we're sitting ducks in what is supposed to be a westernized, civilized country, and who's responsible for the vast majority of it? Oh, people who don't share our values. So, of course, this has led to some backlash from some people. So there are some people out there saying that the film is propaganda from the Jews.
Oh, not again! They're everywhere.
Yeah, that it's just the Jews to make you dislike Islamic third worlders, because Christians and Muslims actually have a lot more in common than Christians and Jews or Christians and pretty much anyone other than Muslims. So the only way that this film could be made, or someone could say, I think we have a crime problem. Who's committing it? I think we have an incompatibility problem. Yeah, with Islam in the Western world. No, the only way you may think that is because a Jew tricked you.
No, Muslims haven't done anything themselves to make me think.
Right. No, of course not. It's
no.
No, that's stop. Stop with your filthy Jew speak.
I mean, he went after a judge, too, in the film.
That's true.
Multiple judges.
Yeah, he also just killed a completely innocent guy for no reason.
What was that about?
So this was written on X. They wrote, a Jewish film produced by Israelis setting the white man against Muslims is what the establishment want you to watch. Don't you see that Tommy Robinson, funded by Israel, Gadsad, an Israeli, Rupert Lowe, a Zionist, are all part of the same psyop? Don't fall for the literal goy slop. Well, here's the truth.
Oh, man.
The film, written, produced by Uwe Boll and other, not only non-Jews, they're non-Jews and German.
Ooh, so the Germans are getting nationalistic again, huh?
Well,
yes.
Against Islam.
Good for them. I'm glad. I'd be glad across the board, unilaterally, for any nation other than Germany, where I get a little bit like,
no, listen.
Can you guys handle the nationalism?
Good for you guys, but maybe just don't be the front runner here.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, you're missing the opportunity here. They just need a creative outlet. We need to point them at Muslim countries, and all is well.
Right. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Well, they won't, because that's what the Jews want you to do.
Dadgummit.
Just think about this. This is how lazy it's become. I get it. Apex should go screw themselves with a wire brush. You were just on Alex Jones' show. We were talking about how Israel, risking this ceasefire, the agreements. Yeah. They were walking around, being little piss ants, bothersome. I get it. But the idea that you could only objectively view the problem of waves of Islamic migrants, that you could only view it as a problem because a Jew told you so. Okay, I read the Quran. No Jew opened the pages. I did it myself. And you see these same stupid takes on this film. So it's, of course, the left and the Marxist right. The left and the Marxist right. They don't want this. Sneako, who's barely walking upright, posted this on X. He wrote, some retarded terrorist is going to be inspired by Citizen Vigilante, and Elon Musk is not going to bail them out of jail. The 2 Mexican catboy Nazis who tried to shoot up the San Diego mosque should have been enough of an alarm. The war on Islam is a war on humanity. No, Islam is a war on humanity, as seen by the vast majority of terrorist attacks, the overwhelming majority, almost all of them, carried out in the name of Islam, as seen by 200 million Muslims across the world supporting violence against civilians. To be clear, that's a war against humanity. But he wasn't done with stupid takes. Here's more.
The same way that the cartel gangs are not Catholic, the Pakistani grooming gangs, which did happen, it's grossly over-exaggerated.
Pause.
These people
rewind it. That was so mind-numbingly retarded that I want people to hear it again, but not take them out of context and finish the clip.
The same way that the cartel gangs are not Catholic.
Oh my God.
The Pakistani grooming gangs, which did happen, it's grossly over-exaggerated. These people are not real Muslims.
Well, I would say one thing when it comes to this, I call it counter jihad. That's mostly what it's called, and it's mostly based in Europe. You saw that Rupert Lowe guy. He had a clip come out where he said that he disavows ethnic nationalism and he disavows this stuff. And
also, pause. Are we just going to skim past the term counter jihad like it's anything other than awesome? Yes, counter jihad. What's jihad? I'm counter that.
Yes.
I'd also take anti-jihad. Or jihad sucks.
Jihad.
Yeah,
I'm not
jihad reversal
pro-jihad.
card. Draw 4, skip your jihad.
Yes.
Continue.
In the last section of the report, it talks about this global, Islamic caliphate that rapes, Sikhs and Jews and Christians.
Correct.
And predominantly Muslim countries, and it's so obvious what's happening here. It's just
they're telling the truth.
Talking points to criticize Islam with that are mostly false to get a domestic base rallied up against Islam because the Zionists are really mad at Muslims.
The Jews.
That's
Zionists.
all it really is.
The Jews.
It's just to get
The
people who are
Zionists.
business-minded,
Zionists.
nationalist-minded, who would be inclined towards a foreign policy to get really mad at Muslims because Muslim countries are who we'll call it the Epstein class, the Zionists, the ruling elite, are really mad at.
Okay, 2 things. First off, you can't do the Julius Caesar haircut. No one should do it other than Julius Caesar. It doesn't work. It didn't work for the Backstreet Boys. It doesn't work for you. I want to play the beginning of that video one more time because the false premise, and this was used by the left post 9/11 my entire life, it's really, really easy to dispel. So they start with a false premise and then migrate you to Zionist Jews. And some people go like, well, yeah, maybe I wasn't thinking critically. Let's start off with the false premise one more time.
The same way that the cartel gangs are not Catholic, the Pakistani grooming gangs, which did happen, it's grossly over-exaggerated. These people are not real Muslims.
Okay, stop. All right, let me explain to you the difference. The same way those cartels are not Catholic. Okay, here are the charters and or official statements of, let's start with ISIS. We will conquer your Rome, break your crosses, and enslave your women by permission of Allah, the Exalted. This is his promise to us. Hamas. The day that enemies usurp part of Muslim land, jihad becomes the individual duty of every Muslim. Muslim Brotherhood. The movement, Islam, must plan and struggle to obtain the keys and the tools of this process and carry out this grand mission as a civilization jihadist. Here's part of the UK grooming gang testimony from the victim. They believed they had a position of religious and moral superiority over non-believers. They believed it was their duty to punish us. As you see, that would echo Hamas, Muslim Brotherhood, ISIS, as they believed that doing so made them good Muslims. Okay, so we went through Hamas, Muslim Brotherhood, ISIS. You could probably do Hezbollah. You could take the words from the Muslim rape gangs themselves. Why are they doing this? Allah. What is this? Jihad. What are you? Muslim. So you are doing this because I am a Muslim who follows Allah and this is my righteous jihad. Okay. Now find me one statement from Mexican cartels who say that they're dealing drugs in the name of Catholicism. Fucking retard. It's so stupid.
I know.
Sorry for the language, but I remember I had a teacher in the 8th grade got sent to the office. I said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Just like all Christians, you don't say, Carla, we had Carla Hamalka on my show. Did Carla Hamalka do this, so all Christians are guilty? 8th grade. I believe it was 8th. I said, what?
Close enough.
Did they say they were doing it in the name of Jesus Christ? They were doing it. And by the way, do you have hundreds of thousands or millions of more examples throughout history? Certainly many, many thousands of examples of the jihadists themselves and millions of examples of people who support it. So even if you could find one quote from some cartel saying, I do this in the name of Jesus, you still wouldn't find millions of supporters saying, yeah, sometimes it's okay to deal fentanyl in the name of Christ.
If it's in the correct community, apparently.
Some things are out of your control.
Nope. Just trying to help out.
I'm good.
It's a nice suit.
You too.
Thank you. Do you have $1?
Take control of your money as easily as possible with Rumble Wallet. Download it today at wallet.rumble.com/Crowder.
These guys, listen, you saw the two things that he did. One, that these are not real Muslims. Well, who gets to define that? They're coming from Pakistan, a nation that was set up by Muslims to make sure that they had a religious state for themselves. Okay? They're coming from that ancestry. It's not like some guy from America who just converted.
Yeah.
They're real Muslims. And also that the report was exaggerated, grossly. There's no evidence of that. There are claims. There's no evidence of that. He's trying to minimize everything and push it to the side. And then tell me that they're going to be honest, even if those two things were actually true. Let's say that the report wasn't exaggerated, and these guys are practicing Muslims. All of the tenets of Islam met, done. They're praying every single time they're supposed to pray. They're giving alms to the poor, whatever percentage they're supposed to do, towards Muslim causes, of course. All of that. Are you still going to say that they're not really Muslim? Because you're just going to lie to Americans and hope that they believe it?
Well, by his standard, Muhammad was not a real Muslim. So, great, we
There
get
you
it.
go.
It's not a real religion. Stop following the imaginary, stupid, goofy, dumb religion. Let's go on to Europe! By the way, people think, no, I'm not debating any of these silly little bastards. He was invited on. I watched the moment on his, I always do prep. Sneako wanted to come on. We said, okay, we're very polite. Lena Brain reached out.
Wild.
His chat was like, dude, you don't want this. You don't want, you're going on Crowder. You are not ready. And then he wanted my personal cell phone number. Like, can we talk beforehand? No, time's up. Window closed. All right.
Come take your
But we'll
whooping or
debate.
not.
We'll debate other people. For it's appointed to a man once to show up here.
You could debate him and ask him which one is grossly exaggerated, the Epstein files or the Pakistani grooming gangs.
That's yes.
Or is it only one of them?
Yeah, and I would say, I'll debate you. Hey, in the middle of him making his points, I'd go, what do you think about this? That's Muhammad.
You know what he looks like? He looks like the blue Monstar from Space Jam.
Nice. He does the real skinny
after
guy,
after they lose the juice.
Wait, the juice?
Yeah, after they lose the juice.
Oh my gosh. By the way, and just to be clear, I get everyone can have different opinions. I understand it on Israel. They can be reasonable opinions, and we get flack from both sides. Oh, you're we get people saying, "I don't like that you're anti-Semitic now." What's Israel? So, what? But I will say this: if you actually believe that a critical view or a negative view of Islam in 2026 can only be due to Jewish or Zionist propaganda, if you actually believe that, I don't want you watching. I don't want you watching. You are not capable of critical thought. You can even say that Zionists or Jews would have a vested interest in people being continuously angry with Muslims. Okay, sure. But to say that that is the only reason that a human being, a non-Muslim in 2026, can see some faults with that religion, But my preference, go watch someone who feeds you the dumb shit that you want
Candace
to hear.
Owens.
I don't need a Jew to tell me I don't like the call to prayer blasting in the city at 5 a.m.
I know.
I don't need a Jew to tell me that. I have ears.
Because
You
these
saw the
people,
culture. You lived it.
because these people are trying to tell you we're the psyop. They're the ones being genuine. Nothing to see here as it relates to Islam. Hey, if you're still watching this, you may be one of the 6 million or so subscribers on YouTube who is, for one reason or another, I don't understand it, still here. So back in the day, I would say click one of these videos and subscribe, but really just head on over to my channel on Rumble. Follow me there. I'm live 5 days a week, 11 a.m. Eastern, and I actually say the things that I mean to say. On YouTube, it's everyone here is kind of neutered, really, and there's just a general lack of testicular energy, but I mean that in the heterosexual way. Mostly.